Hi. This week I read an amazing article. I don't know whether to call it amazing or scary or sad, but it was interesting all the same, about how we're shackling ourselves to debt, and that's what we're going to talk about today. This is Moneywise with Rina Hicks, where we create, grow, and preserve wealth. So the article was on the 6th of June 2016, and I'd like to read an excerpt and then we'll discuss it. So this is what it says. An analysis of household consumption trends shows that on average, Kenyans can no longer live on their income and have resorted to draining their savings to survive. For more than 3 years now, Kenyans have been spending more than they earn, exposing themselves to an increasingly onerous debt burden. A Nation Newsplex review of government consumption data reveals. The data was analyzed in collaboration with the Institute of Economic Affairs. It goes on to say that data from 2016 economic survey, which was published in May, shows that the consumption rate was 102% in 2013 and 103% in 2014 and 102% in 2015. I'll get to the end in a short while. Consumption is the amount of money spent on goods and services, not including investments, just on goods and services. When consumption goes above 100% of income, it means that people are not saving any money, but are spending what they have saved earlier or borrowing to make ends meet. I want us to discuss that for a second. You know, I read that article and I wondered to myself, okay, hang on. As a country, we are spending 103% of how much we earn. 76% of our GDP. 76% of our GDP is on personal consumption. And I wondered, is it that we're generally poor? What's the issue? Why is it that we're spending more than we earn and actually borrowing to be able to spend on food, on clothing, on transport, basics, personal consumption, and not on investments? And so it could be that we actually are not earning enough. It's possible, because when you look at the actual number of, in terms of Kenyan shillings, the actual figure of how much we're spending is not that great. In fact, I remember one time I was called to speak to some men. It's called KAMA, Kenya Anglicans Men's Association. You know, it was about 200 people in a hall, and I was asked to speak about budgeting, saving, and investing. I was totally nervous, but I said, you know what, let me do this, and I went in. I mean, you can imagine KAMA. It's not the under 40-year-olds. I mean, you know, you're not a member of KAMA, I'm sure. It's, you know, guys who are in their 60s and 50s, and surely who should know about money. So I was very nervous walking into this room, telling people who are the age of my father how to spend and invest their money. Anyway, my point is, at the end of the talk, questions came through, and one of the questions the men asked, in fact, he first made a statement and he said, okay, you know, so it's nice, it's all well and good what you've said to us, but the truth of the matter is, Rina, about, or let's just say majority of Kenyans earn about 200 shillings a day. So 200 shillings, am I going to buy a packet of flour to feed my family, or am I going to think about saving and investing? And I had no words for him. You know why? Because that's the reality of where a lot of Kenyans are. But you know, I left that meeting having said a few things, and I responded to him, but I knew in my mind that surely there has to be a solution. It can't be that this is how much I am paid, and so that's it, and that's how it's going to be for the rest of my life. Oh my gosh, we're poor forever. I think we need to have a mind shift as a nation. It doesn't mean that because all I have an opportunity to do is to cut stones somewhere, or to build somewhere, or to stitch, and that's it. There's many ways we can try and find opportunities to increase our wealth. I remember a couple of years ago, we had a nanny who worked for my husband's family, and what she would do, she'd wake up very early in the morning. She was a nanny and she earned a salary as a nanny, but she woke up early in the morning and she'd make mandazis, and at 4:30 a.m. she'd go on the street. She had githeri and mandazis, and she'd sit and on her way, I think it was in the Kibera area, she would sit and sell these mandazis, sell the mandazis, sell the mandazis, sell the mandazis. And then by 6 o'clock, I mean, the streets have cleared, everybody's gone to work. She would then report to her job. Report to her job, do her job, finish as a nanny, and then go back home. And sometimes when she really needed more money, she would actually make even more mandazis and chapatis and githeri, and then go and sell some more. So don't feel constricted that this 200 shillings, 500 shillings that I'm earning every day is it. It is not it. There's so many things that you could do. If you're in university, for example, and you're good at braiding hair, or you're good at cutting hair, if you're a young man, you can charge your friends a certain amount of money to do that. I remember I used to be really good at typing. I still am, and I type very fast. I used to type people's assignments because I was really good at it, and I'd be, charge people to do that. Or you could be designated driver and charge your friends to take them to a party. Or you could decide you're going to use your talent. You could be really good at math or science, and you can teach younger kids how to do their math easier. Or you could be a musician and you have your gigs, but in addition to that, you could train kids in a school. Or you're a really good sports person, you're a rugby player, soccer player, you can actually get a job as a trainer in a school. Or you can get neighbors together in your compound and tell the parents that you're going to teach them a certain skill. There's a number of things that you can do. Again, look inside. What are you talented at? What are you good at? Don't be stuck with the job that you have. It doesn't mean that that is it. Then stop watching these movies and catching up with these series and take time to figure out how to add on to what it is that we're earning, and just stop feeling stuck. Thank you for watching that video. I hope it's helped you. If you have any questions, please do post them. Our contact details are below. And so do write to us on sema@moneywise.co.ke. And guess what? We have finally launched our book. My book is out. Moneywise. It's out and it's now officially available. You can actually buy it online on mymook.com. We'll post a link down so that you can see, but you can just log on to the website and search the product, or the merchant is Wajikoo Limited, and you'll be able to get Moneywise available there. It can be delivered to you, and if you prefer to pick up from the store, you can do that, and the information is on the website and you'll be able to do that. It's also available at Textbook Center. It's available at Keswick bookshops. So do get yourself a copy. If you have a copy already, buy it as a gift for a friend, somebody getting married. It will help them. So thank you so much. Please do share the videos, subscribe, so that you get to know what else is coming up. We have some interesting things in store for you guys, so stay tuned. This is Rina Hicks with Moneywise, where we create, grow, and preserve wealth.